A new LEGO Fantastic Four set releasing August 1st, 2026 was just revealed. It's the Fantastic Four HERBIE. And this will retail for $75 in the United States with 747 pieces and no minifigure. The design here is part of a brick-built trend that we see with stuff like Disney, but we rarely see with the Marvel line. I mean, there's brick-built characters flooding the LEGO Marvel line, but they're usually this action figure-esque design. Heck, even the last Fantastic Four set, which is the only other LEGO Fantastic Four set, had the Galactus in that style. This is something that we've seen with Groot and with Rocket Raccoon, but really not many other characters. So it's interesting to see them pick HERBIE of all characters, and this is a release that's coming out more than a year after the Fantastic Four movie. The design here looks accurate to the character. You know, I like the blues that show up because I do like that blue color scheme the Fantastic Four have in this movie in particular. There's nice articulation with the head going on there. You could rotate the little eyes, which interestingly, this looks like prints, and it doesn't look like there's any stickers in this set. And there's these two other lovely prints at the body. Yeah, that looks great in my opinion. I could see a lot of mock builders having fun with that seemingly windscreen Fantastic Four piece if those aren't stickers. This is an existing print, mind you. The arms seem to have ball joints at the shoulders and some more articulation with the elbows, and you could twist around the little fingers, which are cute. I love how he's holding a cup of coffee. Like, that size brick-built cup of coffee came out really excellent looking for what it is. Like, I like how there's the liquid inside there, unlike many other Lego cups, and I like how they have the part that was introduced with the F1 blind boxes used in an excellent handle way. And towards the bottom, they have this one part which you can see has that HERBIE printing on it. And inside there's a screwdriver, which, yeah, that's a fun brick-built screwdriver. It's funny how I'm kind of impressed by the brick-built, like, real-life items in this set. There's also some impressive roundness captured here. Like, I like how each of the corners have these parts with vents built inside them. That's actually, like, some really clever part usage. And that shaping I enjoyed with the roundness continues onto the back there, which it looks great from just about every angle. Oh, and I didn't notice it before, but it's kind of funny how the neck is covered with a tire. I love the shaping of the head and how they capture that. Yeah, I think this is actually a really good build, even though I'm not really drawn to it because, no offense to HERBIE, I don't really care about the character too much. And it's, like I said, kind of out of scale with basically every other LEGO Marvel set besides the Guardian stuff, and Guardians and HERBIE don't really mix, you know, so I have no interest in buying this. And my frustration with this set doesn't come with what we got, but what we could have got in terms of a Fantastic Four line. So no offense to this set, which, yeah, I think this is a decent value at $75. I personally would have liked it at like $60, where I was surprised that this Alien Toy Story 3 set, which I feel has more content to it, was only $60 and not $70. I just wish that LEGO would give us more Fantastic Four movie sets. We don't have a minifigure HERBIE, which is more in line with everything else that we get from the world of LEGO Marvel, which is mostly minifigure sets. You could have easily made a set of the Fantastic Car, which would have been a lot cheaper as well, and you could have included a minifigure HERBIE, as well as the Silver Surfer, which is a character we also didn't get for the Fantastic Four movie that felt like a sore spot missing. We've never gotten one in physical minifigure form before. A Fantastic Car build, which looked pretty decent, and a not so great looking minifigure HERBIE were officially teased on a Fantastic Four First Step poster that LEGO released last year. But it would have been nice to just include a HERBIE minifigure in here. I mean, you get a large brick-built baby Grogu for the new movie, and there's the new Grogu figure. You get Piglet and Piglet's in that set. You get Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh's in that set. This was a problem that I actually had with that aforementioned Alien set from the new Toy Story 5 pseudo tie-ins, and the Lotso set where they just didn't include those characters in, where they didn't include minifigures of those characters in, despite other sets doing that, and it feels like there's some value omitted there. I think of the LEGO Star Wars BD-1 set, which, you know, they had the actual character in there, but then they had a display stand, and they had a BD-1 minifigure included with the set, which was a whole specialized piece. LEGO should have done that with HERBIE. Let me know, do you think that I should be more excited for this HERBIE, or are you just as kind of like, yeah, it's a cool build, but I'm not really into the character too much, or at least enough to get it at the scales, and kind of is a random choice. Again, releasing over a year after the movie released. Subscribe here for more LEGO news, commentary, and honest LEGO takes. Seriously, you clicking that subscribe button goes a long way. And plus, if you click the bell notification, you'll be notified whenever LEGO news breaks. Peace out. Bye.